Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the Wildhorse 7 shoes. I've been wearing these for about a week and a half for my summer outdoors stuff. As you see, I have the woods behind me. I've been outdoors most of the summer, chaperoning my kids to a camp upstate New York. And I was just tired of wearing my running sneakers. You see, these are pretty beat up. So I was just tired of wearing these. And I figured, you know what? These were on sale at backcountry.com for $66. I ordered these. They came in a couple of days. And I was so surprised how comfortable these are. Considering some of the early reviews I've seen of these type of Nike trail shoes is that they tend to be rigid and stiff and uncomfortable. This one got particularly bad reviews for being slippery. Actually really liking these shoes. This was a really good deal. These retail for $130. I actually went to the Nike store in Manhattan and tried these on in my size. I'm size 11. These are very roomy for the size. If you like your trail shoes to be tight, size down half a size. These are so roomy, I actually put a second insole in them. So I have this insole here as well as the original. Oh, the insole is actually glued in. I didn't realize Nike started doing it. So you have the original insole there. And I put my insole just to fill them out a little bit because my feet, the toe box in these are really big. So my feet were just like kind of floating around in there. But these are really big for the size. Not too big, but you could get by. Like I said, I wear these. I'm a size 11 and these feel roomy for a size 11. I'm running, I'm hiking, I'm doing tons of stuff in the woods.
So here's a quick on feet right away. They are very comfortable, especially when you transition from soft surfaces to hard surfaces like mud and gravel to standing on a boulder. Here, they are a little slippery on wet surfaces, especially wet rock and wet wood. More so on wet wood. Later on in this video, you'll see me walking on a wooden surface and it's literally like ice skates. So there is grip on soil, gravel, and dry rock and dry surfaces. But if you're on wet surfaces, it will be a little slippery. I'm not doing any intense trail running in where I am right now. But for generally walking, trail walking, hiking, summer hiking, I find these to be very comfortable. At the end of the day, I'm doing 20,000 steps. And my legs aren't sore, my knees aren't sore. I'm not feeling it like I was when I was wearing my running ASICs, my ASICs GT 2000s. My knees were sore at the end of the day and my legs were a little sore. But now with these, as you see here, I'm slipping in a rock. With these, they're so comfortable. My legs, I have no soreness or issues with them. There is minimal ankle support on these. So if you're buying these for ankle support, you're looking for ankle support, go somewhere else. These do not have I'll show you in a minute what I mean with no ankle support in these. For me, it's comfortable. I have no issues with them. The lacing system, I love it. It's simple. There's no gimmicks. It's off and on and off. It's short laces, not super long laces. Give you guys a look up the underheel. There is a lot of thread on these, but they are somehow, I believe it's the rubber, the material of the rubber that makes them slippery, not so much the design of the undersole that makes these slippery on wet surfaces. Like I said, wet wood, more so on wet wood than wet rock. Wet rock you can get away with, but if you're trail running and you jumping over like logs or running on wet logs in a river, you will definitely slip. So don't try to do that. Let's get back to the review.
Like I said, I'm not doing serious trail running up cliffs or anything like that, but for what you basic hiking in the summertime, these get the job done. Good deal. The yellow color, a lot of people don't like the yellow. That's why I got these on sale, but they do come in a lot of colors. You have a turquoise, a dark green like a moss green, as well as a couple of blacks and navy blues. There's several families of these. This is the Wildhorse 7 in that family. There's different I think there's a Trailblazer one. There's different ones, and these are not Nike ACGs. These are sort of something newer they're doing, and slightly new technology that's not ACG. You could go ACGs, but I think ACGs, for what I've seen and tried on at Nike Town, a little bit more fashion over function. And ACGs tend to be very expensive. But this, for what you get, it's really good deal. Pick one of these up. Like I said, the yellow color, a lot of people don't like them, but that's why I was able to get these for so cheap. What else can I say? The lacing system is simple. I normally would get Vapor Maxes, but what Nike's done with the Vapor Max sneakers, I don't like it. They made them too complicated, right? The wheel is round, it's perfect already. Why try to chisel away to make the wheel more round, right? And I think that's what they did with the Vapor Max, where I tried on the Vapor Max sneakers and I just can't wear them. They're just so uncomfortable now. With the Flywire, they have fancy lacing system. We did simple lacing systems on them. The toe area here, it's like yellow, but it's made with some sort of waterproof rubberized thing. So when you walk through wet grass, and that's one of the biggest things, especially with these running sneak, you walk through wet grass, your toes, your socks get wet. These prevent that from happening. It's like a little rubber. I don't know if you guys could see this, like rubberized there, and then you have the mesh for breathability. So these are very breathable, as well as not waterproof, but wet grass, wet trails, your socks will be dry. And I found that to be true with these. Walking around here, wet grass, it rains all the time. Keep your feet fairly dry, very breathable as well. I'm walking through a wet pile of leaves. It just rained the night before, and walking this off trail actually. And any other shoes, I feel my toes, my socks would have been wet. But these, you can see the tips of the shoes here is glistening with water. It doesn't soak through. It's sort of a rubberized rand that keeps moisture from getting in. And the upper mesh where the lacings are breathes out, so my feet aren't sweaty inside the shoe. It does have this extra boot thing that's really big on my foot. It doesn't hug my ankles, so this is a bit of a gimmick. But I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. It's really soft and comfortable. But bear in mind that the shoe is sort of a low ankle shoe, so that's where your support pretty much ends. So if you need ankle support, these are not the shoes for you. These are very low ankle. You see there, all that soft there, and it gets rigid there. Overall, I like the design of these. I actually like the yellow color. It sticks out a bit more. This was the only color on sale. If you want the black colors or the green colors, you're gonna spend the $130 retail. But I don't mind. So overall, it's good. Also, the white part, I thought these would get dirty real easy. It's some sort of stain-resistant treatment on that, which is kind of cool, because I've been wearing these, and that's how you compare the two things, right? Like, so I like that these are stain-resistant, so they don't get too dirty too soon. Because I don't know if you guys don't know, I mean, it's not about fashion or how the shoes look, but sometimes dirt wear out the shoe a lot more, especially if the dirt sticks to the surface of the shoe. It wears the surface out quicker than a clean pair of shoes, or shoes that tend to stay clean and dirt-free. Oh, I do have a bit of mud there. I know. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna do some unfeet. So guys, I like to do unfeet in my video review of shoes, because there's no better way to discuss shoes other than wearing them on camera for you guys to see. This is important because I want to see you guys to see how slippery these shoes are on wet rock. It rained sort of the night before. It's early in the morning, and do my morning walk, and it's very slippery in wet rocks. But an agile trail hiker or runner could get around with these easily. If you're doing serious trail running where you're not looking down, or just want to get to where you're getting quickly, don't get these shoes, because you will fall, you will slip. Especially when you encounter something wet in the woods and you're not sure it's wet until you step on it, and you'll slip. So, but basic everyday trail hiking in the summer seasons, spring, summer, and early fall, these are perfect. I won't wear these in the winter. I won't definitely not wear these in cold, icy, snow weather. But summer seasons, it's fine. I'm walking through wet leaves. I mentioned before the design of the shoe is great because it keeps your socks dry. Because the rand is rubberized. Here I'm on wet rock again, and as you see, it's a bit slippery. This is a wet slab of stone, actually. And like I said, most agile hikers could get around that easily with slippery. But you know, if you slip easy, don't get these shoes. Very, very comfortable. When you transition from soft to hard surfaces, you don't really feel it. as well. I'm on a wet piece of wood here with a bit of mildew, not mildew, moss on the wood. The wood is aged and I'm like an ice skates right now. So it's very slippery. I'm going to get off of this so I don't slip off and embarrass myself on camera. So you see, very slippery. And I think that has to do with the rubber that they use more so than the design of the thread. The design is very grippy. It looks like it will be grippy. But I think the rubber might be low quality or something like that. That's why it doesn't stick on wet surfaces as you'd want them to. I've had other shoes that stick on wet surfaces. Saliwa boots I wear when I hike in wintertime, very grippy on wet surfaces. These not so much. I'm doing a bit of bushwhacking here so you guys can see how the shoes kind of look in the wild. Easy lightweight shoes as well. That's something I didn't discuss yet. These are very lightweight shoes, which is what you would want when in the woods, especially if you have a heavy backpack on or you have a long distance to walk. And I'm doing about 20,000 steps in this terrain a day, 5 days a week in these shoes, about basically, to give you an idea. And I've already worn these. By the time I'm doing this review, I've worn these for a week and a half of doing that daily 20,000 steps in this terrain. And they are comfortable shoes. And Nike has this new thing in the insole that makes these shoes springy and nice and soft. Let's get back to the review. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Have a good summer, guys. It's end of summer almost. Try to get out there and enjoy it. COVID might be coming back. Hopefully this Delta variant thing doesn't spin everything back to where we were 2020. So stay safe, guys. Have fun. Go out there. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
So I wanted to just do extra on feet video. I had all this extra footage from when I did the initial, I guess, video review of this. The first couple of days I had these shoes there, it didn't rain. So the ground was very dry when I started doing a video review, and I thought these were the best things since sliced bread. And then it rained a couple of days consecutively, and I realized these shoes are very slippery on wet surfaces. Not all wet surfaces, specifically wet wood, and wet rock to a lesser extent. You could get over wet boulders, wet rocks easily, but if you encounter like a wet log in the woods that's sort of like skinned of the bark, and it's just a wet, shiny piece of wood, you'll slip and bust your ass. This is just initial stuff that I shot when I first got these. The first week I wore these, and you see they look big on my feet. I have skinny legs, and these look like really big on me. You've seen my Vapor Max videos when I did the review on those, or the Air Max Flyknit, Air Max 90 Flyknits. All same size here. And these, so for some reason, look a little bit bigger on my feet. I like this perspective because this is a perspective that the wearer sees when you walk. And these are, I don't think they're bad looking shoes. They kind of remind me of the old Nike Humara. Like if Nike made Humaras in 2021 and the evolution of that 1997 version Humaras continued to now, they would probably look like something like this, I think. A little bit more rugged looking, but they would probably look like this if Nike Humaras continued and evolved over the years to what you see on my feet now. I think this is what Humaras will look like. Funny enough, the place where I'm shooting this video, I worked 20 years ago when I was just out of high school. I worked at this summer camp, and that's where I am. So full circle, I'm talking about Nike Humaras, and I wore Nike Humaras 97s Humaras at the same camp in the same location I'm shooting this video almost 20 years ago. Isn't that crazy? How life comes full circle, and I'm now on YouTube doing these videos of these awesome shoes. So next up, I forgot to show you guys the box that these guys came in. So I'm going to show you guys size 11s, size I wear. Like I said, if you want these to fit snug on you, size down half size, no questions.
Oh yeah, I like them.
They are roomy. You'll get by with the extra room if you get your size. It's fine. and these retail for the $130, but I got them half off at backcountry.com. Alright guys, see you guys in the next one. Here's some zip lining of my daughter on a zip line in the woods. Bye guys.